to UCD Confucius Institute for Ireland. They have evening classes every day for different levels. There must be one suitable for you.
This is Chinese Corner of Hello China. Lock into our program and now let's enjoy the music.
Just now, Daniel, Fiacra, and Xinyu talked about the story of butterfly lovers. Actually, this beautiful story also inspires the production of butterfly lovers violin concerto. The music you hear now is one of the most famous. The instrument is the Chinese zither. If you still remember the romantic story, think about it while listening to the music. You are still listening to Hello China at 103.2 Dublin City FM. On February the 10th, the Chinese Business Seminar has been successfully held in Dublin City Council. Xinyu and I are very fortunate to take part in a seminar representing the Chinese community. The seminar has been hosted by Dublin City Council in partnership with Smurfit Business School UCD, Irish Exporters Association, Airline China Association, and Treasury Holdings. Together, they present a seminar on Sino-Irish business examining the crisis that arose in 2010, the key challenges for business and emerging entrepreneurs and innovators in the present economy of both countries, and how the emerging Chinese economy may affect Ireland with a special focus on tourism and challenging visa situation. In the morning, John Whelan, the Chief Executive of Irish Exporters Association and Chairman of the Institute of International Trade of Ireland, delivered a speech entitled Ireland's Rising Exports and China's Emerging Markets. And after him, Mr. Kevin Sullivan from the Irish Nationalisation Immigration Service delivered a speech entitled The Emerging Regulatory Environment on Visas in Ireland. Then Mr. Kevin Lynch, the chair of the Airline China Association, he talked about the work of ICA in the past 10 years. And in the afternoon, Pauline Byrne from the Treasury Holdings delivered a speech entitled Treasury China Trust Property Market Update. And last but not least, Dr. Michael Kyle and Liang Kyle from Kyle's Kitchen and Rapsule International, they delivered a speech called Innovation for Food, a story of a two-way process from east to west and back. During the seminar, we are very pleased to have Dublin's first citizen, the Lord Mayor, Councillor Jerry Breen, coming from his very busy campaign to the seminar. There are two parts in his role. The first is to address the Dublin Chinese Business Seminar, and the other part is the presentation to the Irish China Association to mark the 10 years anniversary. Fortunately, I recorded the whole speech. So folks, just listen to it.
And from a personal experience, I was, as Lord Mayor, was opening up the Innovation Dublin, and there was a CEO of a multinational, and she had to run off and run back to try and get some visa application. High worth person to the city and to the country, and we treat them like that. Just take my own intern, who's worked with me since July. She's a master's in Smurfit. She's had 17 years political experience in the States. Not an unsubstantial person in terms of qualification and experience. She had to go down to Burkey 3 or 4 days in a row. And then when she got to the top of the queue, they'd run out of numbers. God's sake, we live in an internet age, a modern age, and where we have an arm of the government not adapting to that. What's wrong with the internet? What's wrong with giving these people a service they deserve, be they an illegal or possibly someone seeking asylum? How dare we treat people queuing up outside Burkey, hundreds every morning? That is not an acceptable way to treat anyone in this day and age, be it anyone from any class, any country, any status. We've an internet. We're supposed to be an innovative modern economy, and this is the way we treat people. Be it someone from Afghanistan who's smuggled in on the back of a truck, or a CEO and a multinational who may be in time making decisions where to relocate new investment. Should it be in Dublin? No, she had a bad experience once. And it's almost like, this is our problem in this country. We have institutions who justify their existence and their performance time and time and time again. But out there, the marketplace is the cream. I won't go to Dublin. It's not about, the success of the applications in Beijing. It's how many applications they're getting in Beijing. This is where the fault line between commercial reality and life out there in the real world and the public sector falls down. I come from a public sector family. My mother and father met in the GPO. But we seem to have let the public sector drift into overpaid self-justification, non-service institutions. They have to get real. And there's 450,000 people unemployed in this country. This is the new reality we're at, Kevin. And just because you say it doesn't mean it's correct. And I'm sorry to go on like that. And I have a very good relationship with Sean Aylworth. And he told me there's absolutely no problem. They can turn around with easy. But my experience, and sometimes you don't have to be close to an issue to see what it's really like. And if you drive down the quays, that's how Ireland is treating the people coming into this country. And to me, as Dublin's first citizen, it is not acceptable in this day and age where we can have people assign times and numbers, and they go in there and they should be available to get a cup of coffee and within 5 minutes be seen by someone, not queuing on a wet Monday morning on Bird Quay. So, sorry to harp on, but that's the new reality. I knock on doors and people are crying to me about their kids having to emigrate, about their grandkids having to emigrate. So, an injection of reality is needed in the public sector in this country. I'm delighted that we got twinning through with Beijing, despite previous Lord Mayor saying it was off the agenda for 10 years. And I'd like to pay tribute particularly to Colin Brewer at UCD. And it's funny, we were at that seminar this morning, the export seminar, and we made mention of his book as being a very good read. So I'd hope to have a specific, very much business, private sector focused seminar in the Mansion House this morning, today, but because of decorum and whatnot, Colin advised me to let it run, and then we have the election. Apparently it's happening tomorrow fortnight, and I'm involved in some campaign in Dublin Northwest. But I think it's critical that public sector people take ownership of the twinning with Beijing. Not complete ownership, but in a parallel move with the municipal authority, with Dublin City Council. Because Dublin City Council will not drive the business. It will be the private sector taking ownership. And there's huge opportunity for Dublin in this, once we get our visa situation tidied up and service focused. We can have third level students in here for private and other colleges. We can have corporate headquarters, European corporate headquarters for Chinese companies. We can have actually tourists here from China. And the parallel is what Cork has done with Shanghai. So we have to get real, we have to get energised, and we have to seize opportunities in a range of areas, provided we get all the pistons firing. Now we come to the happy part of the speech. I'm delighted to be here today to formally present Kevin Lynch and the Irish-China Association with a gift marking the 10th anniversary of the Irish-China Association. Thank you.
That's all for today's Hello China. See you next week, and don't forget to send us an email and have your say at hellochina@dublincityfm.ie. See you.